There was a video last week that was leaked out. It featured head coach Nick Saban and a recruit. Coach Saban had his recruiting pitch in the video. It was about 2 minutes, 20 seconds long on Zoom. The video was recorded, leaked out to social media. There were a lot of people upset by this. Fans were upset by it. They felt like the recruit was in the wrong. He shouldn't have done it. This is a private meeting between you and the greatest of all time, Coach Saban. Why would you do that? It's the principle of the matter. You don't do no stuff like that. There are other people that kind of feel like, well, Nick Saban didn't say anything vile. He didn't say anything defamatory or discriminatory or degrading or derating. So, I mean, there's nothing wrong with the video getting leaked. And then you have some that feel kind of indifferent by the whole situation. But I want to get your thoughts on this, fans. For those of you that saw the video when it leaked, what was your personal opinion of it? Did you feel like the recruit was in the wrong? Did you feel like he was right by what he did? Or do you feel kind of indifferent by this? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give my take. I'm going to give my thought, my opinion on this. Number one, I'm kind of an old school guy, so for me, I didn't see a point in him leaking it out there, right? Because in the words of R&B singer Aaliyah, God rest her soul, when she said, "I gotta watch my back because I'm not just anybody," and of course Drake had to copy that in his rap verse. Nick Saban doesn't just recruit anybody. He doesn't just target any and everybody. So for Coach Saban to take his time to speak to you, recruit you, talk to you in any type of phone call or virtual app, whatever the case may be, Nick Saban has taken time out of his schedule to spend with you. This is a very special thing. This is a very special moment, and it should have been kept, to me, as a private moment, because like I mentioned, Saban doesn't recruit everybody. Saban doesn't target everybody. Saban doesn't, recruit or come after everybody in terms of, where recruiting and targeting athletes are concerned. So for this particular young man to have this opportunity, to me, I would have kept it personal. I would have kept it private, but that's just me. It got leaked out there. And like I mentioned before, you've had former players, whether it was Cam Robinson, former offensive tackle, All-American, now in the NFL, Outland Trophy winner, whether it was Henry Ruggs III, former big-time receiver at Alabama, whether it was Tim Williams, one of the best pass rushers to ever come to the program, or Dallas Warmack, a former offensive lineman. There were a lot of former players that came out on social media and they were like, why was this filmed? Why was this recorded? This is lame. This is somebody that's trying to achieve clout. Like, a lot of former players were very upset by this. They were angered by it. They were disgusted by it. They saw this as somebody trying to take advantage of Coach Saban. But at the same time, my take, and I know I'm kind of old school here, if this was me talking to Nick Saban, it would be a private matter. It would be a personal matter. I wouldn't have let it leaked out there, just kind of the principle of a thing. But to you as fans, how did you feel about it? Did you feel like the young man was in the wrong? Did you feel like, well, Nick Saban didn't say anything bad, so why should he be upset? I don't see anything wrong with what the recruit did. Or do you feel just kind of indifferent about it? But that's just my take. The video came out last week. It's created quite the stir on social media, so just wanted to get your thoughts on it. Do you feel like this young man was wrong by leaking that video out to social media? We take our next call. You're live on the show. What's going on?
Stephen M. How's it going, big man?
There is Spencer Everly in the building. What's going on, man?
Oh, nothing much, man. I want to try to stay on topic real quick. The leaked video, the way I see that different than most people, I'm looking at it as a young, teenage high school recruit that's got Nick Saban on a video call to him, and he's pumped. So he wants to show it off to his bros, maybe to his girlfriends, whatever. But I don't think he did it in a mean way. I really don't. Should he have done it? No. That's a private conversation. But I do understand having teenagers and 28-year-old kids myself that I do understand how that could happen.
Good point right there, Spencer. We appreciate the call, man. Thank you. We take our next call of the night. You're live on the show. What's going on?
Hey, Steven, this is Rich. What's going on, bro?
Coach Rich, what's happening with you, man?
Oh, not a whole lot. What I wanted to call in about was the boy that leaked the video of Saban. And I could go about this bunch of different ways. But anyway, I was raised by one family that, might not necessarily make their money the right way. And then I was raised by my other side of the family, where they was just, perfect people. But I was raised one way. It don't matter what it is, what you seen. The last thing you do, you don't snitch, you don't tell, you don't whatever. And the young guy, that's just, I think, difference in generations. But either way you spin it, look at it, whatever, he was getting an opportunity, and he was talked to by Saban. Obviously, he really liked the recruit the way he talked to him. But he still shouldn't have put out the personal information between him and Saban. That's just, in all regards, the way I was raised wrong. I get my ass tore up from one side of the family to the other one if I was 4 years old and told anything. So that guy that's being recruited, he might say, "Oh, Bryce Young eats 3 cookies whenever we're at lunch," something like that. I think Alabama should just get off that cat. Some of them just ain't, they're raised and can't be taught out of it, in my opinion. That's a touchy subject to me.
That's Coach Rich right there. Appreciate that call from Coach Rich there. And Roanoke giving his thoughts there on the recruit that leaked that video between he and Coach Saban. Thank you for watching Touchdown Alabama Magazine's YouTube channel. To continue to get the best in Alabama football content, subscribe here and turn on your notifications to stay connected with the hottest shows covering your Crimson Tide.